Hello, this is Pauline Hayes with courses to help develop your skills. This is Secrets of Success in Business. It's never too early in your career to consider how you would act if you're in the driving seat in a business. If you are in that position, then I hope you find our tips on the secrets of business success to be immediately useful. If you are not yet in that position, then it is a useful exercise to note the actions and attitudes of those around you. Consider what you approve of and adopt it yourself, and make a mental note not to act in ways you do not find helpful. Staff and customers are the two most important groups of people to your business, so it pays to ensure everything concerned with either group runs as smoothly as possible. Customer service and retention. Customers will be the lifeblood of your business. Whatever your business activity, it only exists because ultimately customers are paying for goods or service. Even if you provide a service at arm's length, say insurance, people still choose to buy their insurance from you, and they can just as easily choose not to. It is much easier, and therefore cheaper, to retain a customer than to attract a new one. So a lot of your company time and attention should be spent on making sure the customer experience is as good as it can be. Because if they have a bad experience, you can be sure they will tell plenty of people. It's worth remembering that many people are willing to pay a price premium for good service. Customers can be difficult, demanding and argumentative, but not usually until they have had the runaround. Until then, most are reasonable, but they do expect a certain standard of customer service. So if a problem does arise, make sure that everyone in your business knows that they must do everything in their power to ensure the customer is satisfied. They need to know that although the customer is not always right, they are always the customer. And that the small things are often as important to the customer as the big things. Sometimes a small maintenance job done correctly can lead to a big purchase later. You're building your reputation. People will test your service with a small job before they invest in you with a big project. Customer care. You can differentiate your company from your competitors by taking excellent care of each and every one of your customers. This will ensure you keep your customers and will eventually start winning over some of your competitors' customers as the word spreads. Ensure that you and everyone who works with you are courteous, professional and helpful at all times. Always keep customer appointments, complete the job on time and make sure the work is done as well as possible. This will help you build your reputation in your business. Word of mouth advertising and repeat customers will help your business grow. Ask for feedback and testimonials. Build in a process to collect feedback, good and bad, from your customers. Review it regularly and take action wherever it's needed. Even after the event, contact customers, apologise for the poor service and ask how you can make amends. Ask customers for testimonials and display them where potential customers will see them. This may be in your store or on your website. Look after your employees. There are many good reasons why you should look after them. Firstly, do as you would be done by. But also, the employees are the company. They are your representative to clients. Their demeanour reflects on you. Research shows that if staff feel valued and respected, they will experience job satisfaction, perform better, be loyal to you and help your company to be successful. So this will save you money and make you money as well. A contented employee reflects well on you from a customer's point of view. A customer's opinion about the company is often based on their interaction with one or two of your staff. Job satisfaction. If you want to ensure your employees' job satisfaction, you should always accord them respect and treat them as people, not commodities. Keep in mind that they have first-hand knowledge and experience about the daily running of the business. They may have valuable input into ways you could improve the service or save time and money. It is a good idea to tap into that valuable resource. Encourage and reward suggestions and ideas. Make sure there is a process that facilitates exchange of ideas with staff, whether just by letting them know you welcome feedback or suggestions, or by a more formal process. They will feel valued and you increase the effectiveness of the business. If you do implement an employee suggestion, it is a great idea to reward the person who made the suggestion. Rewards can be whatever you can afford them to be. It doesn't have to be a cash bonus, although that is usually well received. It could be extra holiday time, an extended lunch break, Friday afternoon off, a discount, or even free goods from your company. It could be different in each case and something relevant and appreciated by the employee. Get rid of any dead weight. There is nothing more demoralising than having a person on the team who does not pull their weight. Someone else has to carry them. And that just leads to bad feeling. Why should they do their own and someone else's work, especially when that person is paid to do their share? If management does not tackle the issue, it will pull everyone's performance down. So an effective manager needs to deal with the problem, speak to the culprit, set them smart targets to improve, and if they don't, take appropriate action, even if you have to terminate their contract. Ensure you follow the correct procedure to avoid any comeback later, but you do need to deal with it. Include staff in your success. Keep them informed of company plans and targets. Make sure they know what is expected of them and how they are affected. Communicate with them, thank them for good work, and reward them for success. Let them know, often, that you know how important they are to the business. Give them a sense of ownership and foster a feeling of pride. Try to find ways to be appreciative, respectful, and sincere in staff interactions. Make sure your staff are paid as well as you can afford. Provide competitive benefits and maintain a safe, clean, and pleasant work environment. If your employees are well cared for and respected and have a sense of job satisfaction, you will have more loyal employees, less staff turnover, and are in a much better position to get the best applicants for positions that become available. Put everything in writing. If you want your business to be a success and safe from disputes, make it a habit to put everything in writing. When things are going well, you may wonder whether you need to do this, but as soon as there is a problem, you'll find it easier to resolve issues and disputes if there is a written agreement in place. Normally it's only when things go wrong that disputes occur, or when they go very well and significant amounts of money are generated. Then disputes will arise about who is entitled to what. If either situation arises and legal processes are involved, you will always come off best if you've made a contract and kept to it. A dispute that goes to court can cost significant amounts of time and money, and it's best to avoid the situation getting to that stage by having a written agreement in place. So you need to have contracts with business partners, usually in the form of a memorandum of association or partnership agreement. With customers, usually in the form of terms and conditions or individual job specifications for projects. With employees, usually in the form of contracts of employment. And with suppliers, usually in the form of a purchase contract. Contract with business partners. Business partners may be spouses, relatives or friends. As well as disputes, You also need to be concerned about illness, disability, or death. What if someone can't fulfil their obligations for any of those reasons? What if a business partner is involved in a divorce and their ex wants to make a claim on the business? Contracts with customers. Putting agreements in writing allows you to manage customer expectations because it specifies exactly what is included in the price. So when you finish the agreed work, if the customer expects more, you can politely and professionally point out that you have done what was agreed. This works both ways. A contract protects your customer too because you are contractually obliged to do everything you put in writing. And so this offers your customers protection. Contracts with employees. A written agreement is required by law in many countries, so check your local legislation. As a minimum, you'll probably need to specify hours, paid holidays, place of work, salary, and benefits if applicable. Contracts with suppliers or service providers. This is useful for managing expectations on both sides. You need to specify the details of the transaction: who, what, where, when, and how much. Negotiate contracts where appropriate. Contracts are more effective if they are negotiated rather than imposed. Once they're in place, it should be clear to everyone what is expected of them and what they can expect in return. This should lead to transparent agreements and management, and a business that can concentrate on achieving success rather than resolving disputes.